All right, guys, it's the Tinkerer here. So just wanted to go over the wiring for some of you that may be confused. It's really pretty straightforward. The first thing I'm going to say is, for this example, unfortunately, I don't have any other X series devices other than the XSR to flash. This is the only unit in the X series that doesn't have actual servo cable pin headers on it. It has a 5-pin, I believe it's a 5-pin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-pin little mini connector there. So in this particular case, I actually made up a custom cable specifically dedicated for flashing the XSRs. In your case, if you have one of the other units like the X8, you're going to have pin headers, so you can just use a regular servo cable. You won't need to use this. You just need to keep in mind you have your ground, your VCC, which is your voltage, and then you have your actual S.Port cable. So anyhow, here we go. So the connection is really pretty easy. We'll start off with the FTDI adapter. Just make sure that the jumper is set to 5 volt and not 3.3. It's marked on the board, pretty straightforward. All right, so your VCC cable is your voltage. Your 5 volt is this red wire, goes to the to your device. And then you have the ground, which is the Y cable. Okay, so the ground goes up, as you can see here. I've soldered a custom Y cable here. One end goes to your X series device. The other end goes to the second pin from the bottom on your 9XR Pro. Okay, it's not focusing. And then your S.Port goes on the very last bottom pin there. Okay, and that goes to your X series device. So you have power to your FTDI 5 volt. You have your S.Port signal wire, which is the very bottom pin of your 9XR Pro. And then you have your ground, which goes from the second pin from the bottom to the Y cable. One end of the ground goes to your FTDI, the other end goes to your device. All right, so I'm just going to flip this over. Now I've already prepped my radio. It's already on. And to get to this maintenance mode, this trim tab here on the left side and this trim tab on the right side, you want to hold them out while simultaneously turning your radio on, and that'll bring you into this maintenance mode. Okay, so you go down here, select Update S.Port. Select menu, select your firmware file for your particular device. In this case, it's the XSR non-EU. Menu again. Okay, so now you're going to get a message on the screen saying flashing finding device, but the FTDI adapter is not powering your unit. So what you're going to have to do is plug in your USB cable rather into your FTDI adapter. That's going to power your device. Okay, and as you can see here, it's now flashing, in my case, my receiver. Okay, it's going to take a minute or two to go through the process. As you can see here, we have power to the my XSR. Okay, so you're not actually using the FTDI to do anything other than to ground and power this unit. You're not using the FTDI to actually program it. It's just a power source. It's 5 volt because this has a tolerance of 4 to 10 volts. So if you were to power it off of the back of your 9XR Pro's power, you'd end up frying this, because this is 11.1 approximately volts. You're going to fry this unit, so don't do it. Use the FTDI adapter. And if you don't have one, there's links in the article. You can buy them Banggood, Amazon, eBay, that sort of thing. This thing is one of your best friends. It's going to come in real handy if you're doing a lot of multi-rotor. I use it almost on a daily basis when I'm, tinkering around with my multi-rotor stuff. So if you don't have one, get one. They're like $4. All right. As you can see now, flashing is complete. So simple. Just unplug the FTDI. No more power to this guy. You switch off your radio. Now the radio is actually going to stay powered on. You just hit the exit button again, and your radio powers down. Now you can disconnect the wires from the back, rebind your receiver with your transmitter, and you're off to the races. All right, hope I helped you out, guys.